Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero, and welcome back to Reshef of Destruction. I don't actually remember if we already talked to Shizu, but let's go ahead and do that. The Dark Being has been resurrected by Soul Sky. No, not Soul Sky, but Pegasus, to imprison Reshef. We need one more Egyptian god card. We need the power of the Winged Dragon Raw. You must resurrect the card from stone. Please find the Millennium items to restore it. The 5th Millennium item is in Canada, among fossils. You will find it at the fossil excavation site. Cool. Let's go ahead and head over to Canada. Oh, okay. For a second I thought we were in a cutscene or something like that. Let's take a look here. I'm hoping for a big discovery, eh? Then I'll be famous. Of course he's Canadian, says, eh. You can find a ton of dinosaur fossils here. Okay. You're a duelist too? Yes. Is it the latest fad among duelists to dig up fossils? Some of your buddies are digging up in the back. What? What are duelists doing here? What if it might be the new ghouls? Let's go, Curly. Before that, let's try dueling. Nope. Okay. Do you maybe want to do instead of looking at fossils? Maybe I'll become the king of games. It's a quicker way to become famous. It sure beats digging old bones up. Sure, let's duel. Why would you be digging up fossils in order to be famous? That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, so I've powered up the deck quite a bit. I did a booty ton of grinding in between this episode and the last one. Let's take a look here. We got some pretty powerful monsters there. I think wind beats earth, so let's go ahead and but then he's got like the cyber jar. Let's just set 2 cards and just end our turn here, see what happens. Invigoration, it's gonna power up his monster, but he's gonna put it in defense because it is weaker due to the summon bonus. And I'm gonna go ahead and apologize if you haven't noticed already. My voice is sounding a little odd today, but that's because I don't know what's wrong. I think I have apparently tonsil stones are a thing where it's just like literally your tonsils create stones after like a buildup of like bacteria or something like that, and that kind of really sucks because it makes me sound all odd. But I don't have like a sore throat or anything. The only reason I sound odd is because I've been like torturing my throat, like coughing and trying to get the stuff out of my throat. So that's why I feel a little, I guess, rough or harsh or raspy today. But I don't have like a sore throat or anything, so it's, it's a really weird thing. But in any case, we're just going to go ahead and go through this with Princess of Siguri powered up. I have 2 copies of Malevolent Nuzzler in the deck now, and I also have a bunch of the female monsters. So we have like 3 Visharandi, I put in Mythical Sand, I have 3 Princess Siguri. So presumably they should all be able to be powered up by Malevolent Nuzzler, which is pretty cool. And of course I have the mainstays like Duran and stuff like that to bide me by. He's just going to summon Cyber Jar, do a little bit of damage to us, but that's okay. I got the ever-faithful Dharma Cannon here, who's going to finish him off. There we go. Gonna get ourselves a little bit more deck capacity than usual. Got ourselves 3, and we're gonna get a Stone Ogre Grotto. This card always looked kind of cool, in my opinion, but the problem is that it's a 5-star monster. There's just so many of these like 5-star monsters that kind of look interesting, but they're just like relatively unplayable. And you can kind of use them in this game, but that's only really like in the early stages of the game. At this rate, I'll never become famous. Why are you digging up fossils to be... Is that a thing? Whoa, I didn't even want to come in here, but okay. What? An earthquake? Is it Reshef's resurrection causing the tremors? Whatever it is, stay on your toes. We better keep moving, guys. Alright, let's... I think I can duel this other guy. You want to duel, eh? I can use a break. Okay, let's duel. Want to use this deck a little bit more. This might not be great, but I do have Princess Saguri, which I think is kind of the key to getting through this entire section, just because she is a wind monster. Interesting that he does that. Alright, so let's go and try and play with Charandi here and go through this. And then maybe I can power up with Charandi next turn with Witch's Apprentice. I was trying to see if I can get like shadow monsters that are also presumably female, because there's no like way to know if a card is female in this game. And Malevolent Nuzzler just says a female or a dark monster, and I'm just like, what does that even mean? Right, so you have to kind of just assume people's genders, but for the most part I think it'll be fine. I couldn't find anything that was both shadow and presumably female aside from Rasharandi and I guess Mythical Stand and Warrior Tradition, but I kind of already had those cards. But I kind of meant more like things that I can just flat out summon easily like this. But Rasharandi is just gonna have to be your like nice little beater for now. Which is funny because I feel like Dharma Cannon was that in Sacred Cards, but I will probably end up taking out Dharma Cannon and keeping out Rasharandi for most of this playthrough. So I think once I attack, yeah, the other Witch's Apprentice effect kicks in. So now we got these massive 1550 Witch's Apprentice and this 1900 Rasharandi that's going to go through my opponent here easily. And again, a little bit more deck capacity here. We're going to get Lala Layun, which is not really a great card. That was fun, eh? Yeah, it was alright. So I just figured I'd duel a little bit because I think we're only gonna like duel Rex Raptor here, and that's about it. What are you three Champasauruses doing here? You came all the way out here to see me? Millennium item? You came all the way here looking for one of those things? Well, I could tell you what I know, but only if you can beat my Dino deck. Sure. That's a spirit. Let's duel. And no funny voices for anyone today, because I can barely speak of my own. That's kind of interesting. He's just right off the bat going to summon this Lesser Dragon. I don't remember off the top of my head what can beat that. He has a bunch of wind monsters, which is really odd, because I guess he knows. I guess he knows that you're more than likely going to play wind monsters against his earth monsters. So let's go ahead and attack here. Maybe that goes through. No? Alright. Well, when in doubt, just play Final Destiny, blow up the whole fucking field in hand and everything. And I'm going to top deck war. Okay, that's not too bad because that's only 900. I can summon Rasharandi here. And I guess I can attack? Because he's more than likely going to crash himself, so hopefully he draws into nothing. Nope, he's got the little D. Oh boy. This top deck war is going to end up pretty rough for me. Because I feel like he's at every point just going to have a monster. I don't think he has any real spells and traps that he can actually play. So we're probably going to end up losing this. What the fuck? Twin-headed. What the fuck? Oh man. Well, shit. Alright, so I think I might be able to make some moves here. Let's go ahead and play these two cards here. Cool, he has something that can't attack, which is great. How do I want to do this? I can play this to power up my Princess Saguri, I guess. Let's go ahead and power her up. She's strong, and she'll get through this thing relatively easily. If he summons anything to attack, it'll just be automatically destroyed. Ooh, perfect. We're going to get the Duran here, whose effect is going to allow him to clone himself. This is what I kind of mean. Like, you saw how last time I had like a relatively bad hand, and there was just no coming back for that. At all. Whatsoever. There's nothing I could do about it, really. My best bet was just playing Final Destiny and hoping with it in some sort of top deck war I would come out on top. But that obviously didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Whereas, like, this time, I opened up amazingly with, you know, having Princess Saguri, bunch of traps, Duran, our guys alive, all this stuff, and my opponent did not get anything decent, so they're just kind of like, well, I guess let's just sit and pass. So I don't know if it is so that I just need to get, like, stronger spells or something like that. But I think this is, like, doesn't, like, Flame Swordsman destroy dinosaurs? Yeah, it wipes out all the dinosaurs in my opponent's field. I think I can maybe like attack here, and if that was a dinosaur, I could have left it face up, and then try to use this effect or whatever. We're just gonna fish him off for Dark Perdition here. Cool. Gonna get a little bit of deck capacity and some Domino, as well as a Fairy Dragon. That's actually an okay card. Gah, you win! I wanted to learn how to strengthen my deck. That's why I came here, because there's supposed to be a secret in these parts, but I guess I was wrong. I won't lose next time, though. Cool. I don't know if it's what you're looking for, but I hear there's something odd in the back of the cave. Good luck finding that. He says that, but it's just a dude just standing there, which I guess is kind of odd, but he could have told me that there's a strange person. But any case, let's go ahead and duel this guy. Those drawn by the Millennium Item prove your worth among the sleeping ancient dragons. Let's go ahead and duel this guy here and get ourselves our, I think, 5th Millennium Item. Oh boy, he's got, this card's like a fusion. Zombie Warrior, yeah. Well, alright, let's go ahead and activate the Inexperienced Spy here. Take a look. Nothing too horrible. I don't know if Fiend, if Light cuts through Fiend. Because I can either play this, tribute it to get rid of this, or I can try Hourglass of Life. Let's try Hourglass of Life. Okay, cool, that actually works. Kind of wish I got to use the effect, but alright, fine. I'm probably going to lose Hourglass of Life now, because he's got the Dream Monster, but that's okay. So I'm going to set this, and I think Fiend guts to Dream. There we go. Okay, and then he's probably gonna have another Dream Monster, so let's go ahead and set this. Play Princess Taguri, see what we got. Okay, that's what I thought. And then next turn I can use Fiend's Hand to get attributed. Ooh, man, we could have summoned Slifer the Sky Dragon, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that, so let's just go ahead and hit through here. Go ahead and end our turn. Black Pennant's gonna power monster. Oh lord, Black Pennant's another good card because I think it powers up all monsters, but then also, or it powers up anything that's like female and like something else. I don't know. It's a very weird card. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Warrior Tradition can cut through this, and on my own, Neko Gal can do some damage. I'm gonna play this Wicked Dragon or whatever the heck it's called in the fence. Neko Gal number 1 is going to get through that. Sharundi, and then Warrior of Tradition. If I'm lucky, you won't play any cards next turn. He's going to activate Sparks. Okay, cool. I guess I can go for broke and summon a fucking Slifer the Sky Dragon. Destroy that. Slifer is immune to any of these summon shenanigans, so there's no type that beats Divine. He has nothing. So we just attack with 7,000 Thunder Force. There we go. And I'm gonna sell a bunch of money and some 3 deck capacity, which is nice. The deck capacity is nice because, you know, in between episodes I have to just beat up Yugi a billion times. I have like so many copies of Spellbinding Circle and pieces of Exodia, because that's what he gets. That's what you get when you beat him. But I have like a billion copies of those. But I just end up beating him over and over and over and over and over again, just to increase my deck capacity by like 1 every single time. But you know, I think I'm relatively okay where the deck is now, barring like stuff against Rex where I just like can't do anything. There's still like a power gap that I need to bridge, but I need a lot of deck capacity to get there. Other than that, the only thing I want to do is I want to get a little bit more deck capacity to swap out War of Tradition for Dark Flare Knight, which is a really cool card because once it goes to the graveyard, I can summon a Mirage Knight. So that'll be really cool. Impressive. Take this item. It's gonna be the Millennium Rod. Who's calling me? I'm living a new life in Egypt. My job as a tomb keeper is over. We will meet again somewhere, sometime. Merrick. We have the Millennium Rod. Let's get out of here, back to Shizu. Yeah, this game's kind of odd, because like they obviously acknowledge that, you know, Merrick exists and stuff. So they must acknowledge that Battle City happened, and they must know that
I'm the guy that, you know, won Battle City, right? Right? Like, you guys know that it was just me. I just had an orange hoodie or whatever back then.
But then, like, if it was a different person, then that just makes things more confusing. Because, like, who's this amazing duelist that beat Battle City, but is not now this kid that these guys are also friends with, right? I don't know. To take care.